Glad to have you with us from Ross-Ade Stadium in West Lafayette, Indiana. Early season momentum at stake here as we have a Week 2 clash here on EA Sports College Football. It's the Wake Forest Demon Deacons and the Purdue Boilermakers. Along with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. Let's go down to our sideline reporter, Holly Rose.
The Purdue Boilermakers have a unique and beautiful stadium. Ross-Ade Stadium in West Lafayette, Indiana is a fun place to watch a game. The gold and the black, the home of the biggest drum in all of the bands. Not only that, every time the team scores, a loud train whistle gets the crowd riled up. Back to you.
Thanks, Holly. And the Boilermakers headed toward the ball, and we are ready for action. He'll bring it out. It's Carr. I imagine he's going to get an earful on the sideline after bringing it out of the end zone and being knocked down at the 11. They got the big fellas out there, a 3 tight end look on 1st and 10. Using his legs, it's Wiggins. There he goes. Just wanted to find a little space to run and ekes out some to get it up to the 21.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on 1st down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
The big pickup on 1st down leaves them with 2nd and 1. Right back to the well. Gets it out to the 27-yard line, and they'll move the chains for a 1st down.
And how about that, guys? Like, make no bones about it. Bring in the big bodies, goal line personnel. Like, we're going to pound you right between the eyeballs. Sometimes people get aggressive on 2nd and short and take shots. This offense said, nah, we want to get the 1st down, and we want to get it now.
The give to the single back. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play.
And I can't tell you how much I love seeing corners being willing to come up and tackle. That is so huge for a defense. You can't olay blocks and create space. You can't just hang out on the outside. You got to go set that edge.
And conversely, I can't tell you how much I hate it when receivers don't want to block. You got to do a better job on the perimeter. It's not going to be enough in this offense.
Snags it, and he's open. And the explosiveness, the big gainer gets it to the 49-yard line. They've built this offense around finding mismatches and just get the ball to the back and let him do his thing.
Yeah, it didn't have to be long down the field. Like it threw it right near the line of scrimmage, but you know I got a guy, when he gets in space, he can make big plays happen. Nice decision by the QB.
Looking for a crease, it's Wiggins. And he doesn't find much running room, a short gain on the play.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Here's Gio Lopez to throw. Still looking on the move. He'll try to do it himself. He'll be run out of bounds, but we've got laundry on the field. Let's see what that's about. That offensive line grabbing and holding on, and they'll back up and try it again. So after getting nabbed for holding, it's second and long. Lopez to pass. Now moving to his right, looking for anyone that's open. Trying to scramble his way free, but that defense does a great job, and there's no gain on the play. Let's see what they find in the playbook for third and long from the 43. He's looking downfield to throw. Flushed out of the pocket. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and fourth down's coming.
Nice job by the quarterback trying to buy time and scrambling to the right, but it was the hit that forced that incompletion.
The Demon Deacons will call on their punt team. Here's the return. Really explosive when he gets his hands on the ball, and he found a couple of crevices and made a nice game before being run out of bounds. Here's Gibson to begin the drive. Oh, he's got some space. And they'll move the chains and get it to the 47-yard line.
And busting big runs like this, we always talk about the running backs, but it's the big boys up front paving their lanes, those receivers gluing on those DBs that make these plays really go for big yardage.
And how about those receivers? Not just the glamour of catching passes, but doing some dirty work. Picked off! What a play by this defense! Got room on the return. Touchdown, Demon Deacons! The defense gets it done with that huge interception return. This D gave them exactly what they needed, not only with a stop, but with a touchdown.
Yeah, and finding ways to impact the game early in the game, just make impact plays, right? The defense wants to create sacks, create turnovers. Great job creating the turnover and getting points off of it.
And he added the extra point. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. They'll start on the ground with Jarrett Gibson. Tackle is made at the 28 after a pickup of 3.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20-yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
He'll run it again. Plows through the defense. And he is swarmed under a host of defenders there to make the stop.
And runs like that are like body blows in a boxing match. 4, 5, 6-yard gains early turn into 20, 30, 40-yard gains later. They really wear down defenses, and they test their physicality.
They'll try to get the first through the air. That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on 3rd down.
Defense did a great job. 3rd and short on the opponent's side of the field. They're expecting quick throw. Everybody, they dug their heel on the ground. They're able to break on the ball, force the incompletion.
They boot it away. And the punt hits at the 6, and they can't down it, and it'll be a touchback. In front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. The run inside. It's Wiggins. Stacked up after gaining a couple to the 23.
That's a really nice play. It's impressive. Once 1st down, the defense thinks you might be running a football. You still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running.
High the chains now on 2nd and long. Here's Lopez to throw. Moving, keeping the eyes downfield. Quickly out on the screen to the wide receiver. He steps out of bounds after a huge play, but hang on just a second. Defense might get bailed out here by a flag. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. The play fake, Gio Lopez. Here comes the heat. There to make the tackle, and that's how we'll wrap up this first period. We've reached the end of the quarter, and Wake Forest has the lead. We've put one in the books. Let's have a look at our game summary. They are lined up and ready to go and get things started here in the 2nd. So they go back to work after the break, and it is 3rd down. Throwing, Lopez. Buys a little time. And he just throws it away. That is not what you're looking for on 3rd down. 4th down coming up.
Well, it's 3rd and short. They're throwing for it. They just can't come up with that one. Setting up a big decision now for the head coach on 4th down.
The kick is high and away and headed toward the sideline. The Boilermakers have it back, and here comes the offense. This offense has been stagnant so far. 1-2-3 kick the last time they had the ball, and this time really needing to get a score. And a nice run there before the defense finally makes the stop.
And I like the thought process on offense here early in this game. They're giving their bell cow the ball early and often. There are a lot of coaches that outthink themselves, and they think, you know, we're going to throw the ball to set up the run instead because everybody on...
And he tries to get away, but he cannot. He's taken down. He'll lose a couple.
One of the things I love about this defense is they're so versatile in ways they can get after the quarterback. In their last game, they came away with 5 sacks, came from all over the place. They got the win. So you know in this one, they're going to dial up a lot of different looks. It's going to be tough for this offense to try to keep their quarterback standing up straight.
Again, it's Jarrett Gibson. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
And a lot of times the fit up front, you know, linebackers are fitting holes and that ball bounces and it's supposed to go somewhere. And sometimes it goes to a DB and the offense will get a W. Like they'll get a win because you'll break a tackle. How about the tackle by that young fella? I know he likes to cover, but I love the way he comes up and makes the tackle.
The Boilermakers will punt this one away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. You couldn't dial it up much better than that as he knocks it out of bounds inside the 10-yard line. They're lining up in the Wildcat. Let's see what they have dialed up for this one. On the direct snap, it's Clark. Pushes ahead for a couple. They'll mark it at the 10.
Man, a nice second effort by the back to break a tackle. But how about those defensive backs willing to come up, stick their face in the fan, and make a tackle?
Those are the best run defenses, too, right? It's not just D-linemen and linebackers getting all the plays, but it's DBs that are willing to not just cover, but tackle backs in the open field.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. Lopez steps to his left, out of the pocket. Under heavy pressure, lets it fly. He's got it down the field. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the first down.
All right, defense, I don't know what you're drawing up, but that wasn't it, okay? Wide open wide receivers, miscommunication, whatever it was, got to get that fixed.
That last big play, one that can really jumpstart a drive. It's 1st and 10 from the 47. Lopez wants to fire. Firing to the right, complete. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage.
Great recognition by the defense on that pass play. They knew exactly who the quarterback was going to, and they got there quick.
And the Demon Deacons trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Back to pass. Just a little off. Incomplete. The D thinking bring some heat on 3rd and long from the 44. Here's Gio Lopez to throw. Quarterback now breaking the field. Inside the 45. On the move into 30. They'll ride him out of bounds after the good pickup spotted at the 25-yard line.
This guy just gives you nightmares. I mean, he's just got so much electricity. He just pulls it down and chews up yards like it's nothing. That's a quarterback. A quarterback doing that to your defense.
Looking to throw on 1st down. Tight end finds a soft spot. And he's stopped, but not before he moves the chains. Pickup of 12 on that one. We've reached a 2-minute timeout. The Demon Deacons will have it 1st and 10. The secondary walks up on the line, showing press coverage. This quarterback part of their running game. He'll be brought down at the 5-yard line, and this defense is on its heels.
If I'm building an offense in today's football, it's not around a quarterback that can't run. I'm going to find an athlete that I can give the ball because defensively, it starts to limit your coverages. It starts to limit what I can do. It makes me play the quarterback every single play. Just makes your job as a defensive coordinator extremely hard.
Running inside, it's Wiggins. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Wake Forest.
One thing this team has shown early this year, it does not take them long to find their footing. They get off to fast starts. That was critical for them, winning their first game, and you've seen it here in this one too. They show up ready to go. There's no sleepwalking. I think you got to give this coaching staff a ton of credit for putting their players in good positions to have success.
It bounds through the back of the end zone. It'll be a touchback. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. Looking to throw on first down. He'll pull it down and run. Able to get just a few before sliding to avoid the hits. The hurry up now, second down, clock ticking.
Nice job by the QB, sitting back in the pocket. You can tell he wants to throw the football, go through his progressions. Nothing home, take off, and slide up.
Intercepted. A first half turnover can swing momentum. Oh, he got loose. Taking it the other way. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
I'll tell you something, in college football, you're lucky if you get 2 interceptions in a season. This guy now has 2 interceptions. In the first half of this game, he's been reading the quarterback's eyes, and he has been everywhere, an absolute ball hawk.
Here's Lopez to throw. Dances away from the pressure, going to his left. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
And that's exactly the response you want now from your defense. Your offense just turns the football over, puts you in a really bad spot. Great job being ready on first down. Playing the pass, now forcing a second down. You want to force the field goal here. Obviously the bad field position, but the defense responds on first down.
Wide receiver comes in motion. They go play action with Lopez. Buying some time as he moves left. It's incomplete. Good job by the defense sticking with its coverage.
And what a drive this has been so far by the defense. Of course, they're in their own end of the field. They're sort of in that fringe area. They forced 2 straight incompletions. If they could force another one right here, it'd make it really tough on their opponent to kick a field goal.
Starting to feel a little pressure. Another incompletion on third down.
Well, this is a disappointing drive for the offense, considering where this drive started, in their opponent territory. Now you're 4th and long. You've got to be better throwing the football in those types of situations.
Never a doubt. And now the lead is even bigger.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
That ball skips through the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 25-yard line. They'll get a chance to work on that hurry-up offense here in the final minute of the first half. Snags it quickly on the left. Pickup of 8, it's now 2nd and 2. The Boilermakers want to pick up the tempo. Trying play action. On the move, he fires. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical and pass deep.
And with that incompletion, man, this crowd, I don't know that they are really happy about what's going on. I mean, they already built a deficit, and they don't have a lot to cheer about. They got to get some kind of rhythm, something going on this offense to ignite this fan base.
It'll be 3rd and short from their own 33. Looking to throw for it. Oh, they're after him. Knocked down after a pickup of maybe 2, and man, that pursuit, they had their hair on fire. The Boilermakers decide to call their first timeout. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. The Boilermakers come to the line with a new set of downs. Wants to throw on first down. Rushes on him. Right down the middle. I don't think that's the way they drew it up. Incomplete.
And I think a big reason this offense is struggling right now and why they're trailing on the scoreboard is they have not been able to protect this guy, and it's affected him. He has not looked very accurate. Moving forward, the pass pro has got to be better to help this guy out.
Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Wants to throw. They'll have to be efficient against the clock. He's got him this time. They'll get it to the 48. No need to measure. It's a first down. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays.
Well, this team found themselves in a hole really quickly. Good things need to start happening, and they got to happen now. There's a big play that the offense desperately needed. A big pitch and catch. That's going to give them some confidence. That hopefully shifts the momentum their way a little bit. But they've got to cap this off now with...
Grabs it at the 25 in stride. They finally make the stop, but that one will make those halftime stats look a little nicer as we head to the break. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Guys, so much to get you updated on, so let's get right to it here from the EA Sports College Football Update Desk. We start with a look at Ohio State taking on the number 6 team, the Texas Longhorns. And it's the Buckeyes getting a banner day from their stars on the road. To pick up victories away from home, that's the mark of a focused team. This will push them to 2-0 on the season.
The Purdue offense heads back out to the field. When you're facing a deficit like this one to start the second half, you really can't afford to waste a single possession.
Fresh start here in the second half. That's the only way you can look at this if you're on offense. Things did not go your way there in the first half. It starts with one play. To get our confidence going, we just got to get something going early here on this drive.
One play, stay aggressive. Now I think I can be even more aggressive on fourth downs because obviously I've built a deficit. My defense has got to make some plays for me too.
And it's incomplete, going for the massive explosive play instead. They're looking at a third down.
I love the defensive mentality coming out here early in the third quarter. They've got the lead. They know the offense is going to be aggressive and start taking shots. A really nice play call that time, and an even better job in the back end in the secondary being ready for it. It just feels, guys, in this game like the defense is staying one step ahead.
Wants to throw on third down. Finds a tight end. Breaks into the open. And the explosive play, and they're on the move all the way to the 44. Following the completion, we get a stoppage to check out the injured player. And the Boilermakers come to the line after the big connection and going back to work. Hand off Gibson, working left. And the defense snows him under after a very short gain.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
To the air on second down. Throws to the tight end. Catch in the middle, it's Fox. He's all the way down to the 27-yard line, and they are threatening. In search of their first touchdown of the game, they are on the move with a 1st and 10. Wants to throw it again. Caught behind the line. It's Gibson. Tried to hit him with a quick game on first down, and nothing doing there.
You know, you got to be careful as a QB throwing to your running back in man coverage. If there's a linebacker draped all over him, then that ball's not going anywhere. And you just saw it right there. Better play by the defense.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Got him. It's a fumble on the play. Recovered by the defense, and he's off. Makes a grab and room to run. He is in. Takes the fumble to the house. Touchdown, Wake.
And I love the way they break on the football, swarm to the football. This is why you do it, because sometimes the ball comes out, the linebacker picks it up, and tell you what, the big fella shows some speed, takes it all the way back for 6.
And he knocks the extra point through the uprights. That one bounds through the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. The Boilermaker offense heads out to get this drive started. They face a pretty tall mountain here, Jesse, down 24, but if they're going to climb it, this is a good time to start.
Sense of urgency's got to be big right here. You just get the feeling at this point of the game, David, they've got to score on this drive. Obviously, their defense needs to get stops, but at this point, offensively, they've got to execute much better.
They got to be super aggressive. Down 24, you're going to need 3 touchdowns, 3 two-point conversions, everything to kind of go your way. So fast and throwing the football.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Gain of 9 on that one. Third down and short. He needs a yard.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
If every journey begins with a step, this offense needs to step into a third. Finding some room. And he's to the 48-yard line. That'll be good enough for a first down.
And these third downs obviously are so crucial, and that's why you call them the money down. But just to get the drive started, man, you get the third down, you get a little bit nervous. Nice job executing, running the football, moving the sticks, and now keeping this drive moving.
And the stiff arm was strong, but the defense was stronger, and they stop him for a short gain. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Off the bootleg, wants to throw it. Gets rid of it. With the catch, it's Fox. Crosses the 30, he's got away. He's into the open down the middle. And he just kept running, and he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Boilermakers!
And finally, guys, we've been talking about this offense. When are they going to get it going? When are they going to have that spark? They make the play. They finally get on the board. Now, can they keep the momentum going? Can they play complementary football? Can the defense get a few stops and the offense keep this up?
The snap sets up to throw. Looking to the end zone, but the pressure gets there first, and the quarterback is sacked, and the 2-point conversion attempt is stopped. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Demon Deacons offense makes its way out to start this drive. They've got the lead here. Last time they settled for a field goal, but David got to find that balance between being aggressive and careful.
And I think they'll take that. I got the lead, Palmer. I got the football. I got to take care of the football, put a nice drive together, and just get some kind of points on this drive.
No doubt. Lots to be happy about right now if you're this team. I think for this one, though, on this drive, it's about finding the one-on-one matchups that are in your favor and then exploiting them.
On the ground, it's Wiggins. A solid pickup there before the defense is able to make the stop.
And we talked about this guy coming into the game, man. He's a dude. Like, he's a guy that they're going to feature, they're going to give the football to. He's so good with the ball in his hand, so why would you not hand it to him as much as possible? They're doing it early, and he's getting some chunk yardage. This defense, they knew about him, but now they're finding out about him.
Lopez, play action. Moves away as he feels pressure. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
And we need more of this from this defense, man. They have let this guy have too much time to throw the football. They haven't gotten that jersey dirty yet, haven't sacked him. But this is just as good as a sack. Getting to him, hitting him, letting him feel the physicality of this game, and not letting him feel comfortable.
Third and short coming here right from the midfield stripe. Motion from the wideout. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. This third down a little longer after that penalty. Throwing, Lopez. Bought a little time, lets it go. Going to try to pop one on the screen. Turning it on. And this defense is a half a beat behind. They just can't quite keep up. They've got it down to the 21.
That's what's so scary about this offense. They've got guys in the perimeter that can change the game in one single play, and you saw it right there. Too much speed on the perimeter to create that explosive play.
And the Demon Deacons are flying down the field. Lopez to pass. Looking to buy time. Touchdown, wait! And the stomping has commenced.
And I'm liking what I'm seeing from this offense. Look, last week you found a way to win a close game. That's what you're supposed to do. But this offense looks like they're taking it to the next level, hitting their stride a little bit, finding out who they're going to be, and they've looked explosive today.
And right down the middle. That ball scoots through the back of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. The offense changing the play. Wasting no time throwing on this drive. Trying to escape and get it himself.
You see a lot of quarterbacks get in trouble when they start forcing things. He did a really good job. He wanted to throw the football. You could tell. Drops back, nothing open. It's okay. I'm just going to take off, get what I can get.
Handoff for Jarrett. Crosses the 45. All kinds of room to the right. 10. Touchdown, Purdue! And once he got away from the D, they had no shot at catching him.
This guy just has a nose for the end zone, and you love his ability to find creases, use his speed in the open field, and go score. He's been really good for his offense early this year. That already his 5th rushing touchdown on the season.
They knocked through the extra point, but they still trail 31-13. Fielded in the end zone. It's Carr. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. There's a Demon Deacon still down on the field, and they'll stop play to have him looked at. That's the sophomore running back they're taking a look at, and Holly Rowe will let us know what's going on the sideline. Looking for a gap. It's Wiggins. Got enough for the first. Off to the races to the right. The 40. The 30. The 20. Past the 10. Touchdown, Wake Forest. And the route is on.
And sometimes you live by the blitz, and sometimes you die by the blitz. And right there, great job blocking it, understanding it was coming. And then somebody had to make a play in space, and he took it a long way.
You're right, David. It's always a risk by the defense. And if you don't have good gap integrity with the blitz, then the offense can pop one. And that's exactly what happened on that run. Everybody up front not getting flustered, just staying in their tracks, getting their blocks, giving their running back a lane. He uses that speed, and that's just not a touchdown, man. That is a long highlight reel TD.
He's going to take a chance from midway in his end zone. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Plenty of time for one more snap before the end of the quarter. Linebackers trying to create some confusion. Here's Gibson to begin the drive. Defense makes a stand as the clock runs down to 0. We've come to the break, and it's Wake Forest holding the lead. We take just a minute to look at the stats as they are threatening to put this one away. So the final period starts with a second down play. Before they snap the ball on second down, timeout is called. They still have a couple of timeouts to work with in this final quarter. Gibson again. Able to pick up a couple before he's dragged down at the 19.
Well, the defense blitzed on that last run, but it was the big fella on the inside that made the stop and made the play. Great job flying out of his stance, locating where the football was, and getting to the ball carrier. Really good job at the point of attack.
On third and long, he has to throw for it. A strike downfield. And with that effort, they pick up a fresh set of downs. They have it at the 34-yard line.
And it's on third downs like this. If you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice route. Great job looking that football in. You can tell this quarterback really has a lot of confidence when he's in the pocket looking for the big fella, and they're able to hook up there.
Knocked down immediately, but a big gain down to the 45. The Boilermakers getting set on 1st and 10. Wide receiver going in motion. To the air on first down. Going to throw it over the top of the D. Grabs it inside the 10. Touchdown, Boilermakers! Thrown into the end zone, and this crowd was eating it up.
Here in the second half of this game, you're trailing, David. No surprise there. You got to throw the ball to the guys that are making plays for you. He had already had a touchdown catch. That's number 2 now. If they're going to get back in this game, they got to keep throwing him the ball.
Hey, man, I mean, keep finding him. He keeps making plays, keeps catching the football. And listen, when you find that matchup outside that works, that you can depend on, I don't blame quarterbacks for going back to them time and time again.
Wake Forest has it back, and here comes the offense. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
Good spot after that 7-yard pickup on first down. It's 2nd and 3. On the option. Keeps it on the option. Open. Could be an alley. Works his way to the 38 after gaining 5.
You can skin the cat a lot of different ways. You're just trying to get enough yards to pick up that first down. It's not the dive man. It's not the quarterback. He makes the right read, pitches it out, and he's just able to get enough to keep these sticks moving.
They'll keep it on the ground. The clock is on their side. And he's able to find a little bit of running room before they get him down. There's a Demon Deacon still down on the field, and they'll stop play to have him looked at. That's the sophomore running back they're taking a look at, and Holly Rowe will let us know what's going on the sideline. Got 8 on first down, now looking at a 2nd and 2. Looking for room, it's Clark. Strong, firm tackle.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. Fourth quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
Just shy of midfield at the 47. The defense needs a third down stop. DB's locked up tight on the receivers. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down.
And you see this so much in college football, man. Now, short yard situations, you give it to your QB, you get the extra blocker, and it's just really hard to stop, man, because he still is a throw.
There he goes. Perhaps a touchdown-saving tackle at the 17.
Everything going the offense's way. They're trying to ice this game late. They've got a really nice lead, so you just want to run the ball, high percentage throws, and keep the chains moving, and they're doing that. This has been a beautiful drive to watch. Offense continues to stay in a nice rhythm here late.
No big secret what they're trying to do here. They've kept it on the ground. It's 1st and 10. They'll give it to the back. He's dragged down at the 12 as they try to cash in on this red zone opportunity.
I think you have to like what you see if you're the coaching staff here. Your offense is on the field, and it looks like you got a pretty good drive going, and you're just going to try and keep this thing marching, keep the clock ticking. You've got a really nice lead here late. Just want to find ways to keep the chain.
And the rush will get to him at the 25.
That's a play the defense needed, right? It's been a battle all game long. Here we are, it's late, everybody's tired. They've given up a few yards on this drive, but they come away with a huge sack at a big moment.
This will be the 8th play of the drive, but a great opportunity for the defense to get off the field. On the run, it's Clark. He can't find enough room. Stopped at the 17, and it brings up a 4th down.
Well, you got 3rd in California. Not a lot of play calls for that, so they go with the safe run, and a nice job getting a lot of the yardage back. Obviously, you don't get the 1st down. You either do 2 things. One, you help out the punter here, or if you decide to go for it and you trust your quarterback in your passing game, let's find out what this coach wants to do.
And they just tack on more points to this big lead. Listen, 4th quarter was sitting extremely pretty. All we got to do, not give up big plays, make them earn everything they get the rest this way, and we looking pretty good.
Looking for daylight from inside his 20. He's out of bounds at the 31-yard line. Maybe another step, another block, and he gets more, but the offense will take over there. Opening snap of this drive comes from the 31-yard line. Might be calling a hot route. They'll start on the ground with Jarrett Gibson, finding a way to put that foot in the ground and get it up to the 37-yard line.
And these are these moments as a defense, like, you're just trying to get out of the game. We're rotating, we're subbing, like we've stopped them all game long. Like they can run the football right here. The biggest thing is the clock ticking, us getting out of here with the dub, and really, everybody staying healthy.
And he throws another interception, his 3rd of the night. He'll try to take it back. Touchdown, Demon Deeks. And they turn it into a defensive score.
And, man, this defense proving to be so opportunistic. They don't just turn people over. You've already seen them scoop up a fumble, take it back to the house, now an interception, and take it back to the house. They make big plays, and they put that thing in the end zone.
And the point after is good. The kickoff bounces through the end zone. They'll bring it out to the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. Gets it out fast. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the 1st down. They'll hurry to the line with the clock still running. Looking downfield on 1st down. Finds his man. It's Townsend. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the 1st down. Quarterback making adjustments. Likely a lost cause, but they'll throw it again. Takes a hit as he fires. It's complete. They make the stop and the clock strikes 0, and that will do it for this one. Winning can become a habit. Now they've won back-to-back games and probably building a little confidence.
And you want it to be a habit. That's what you talk about as a coach week after week. Let's build. Let's create momentum and continue to build on it. And then you look up at the end of the season, you never know where you could be, what dreams you could bring to reality.
At the end of the day, I think good teams find ways to win games. And over these last 2 games, it hasn't always been easy. They've had to overcome some adversity, but at the end of the day, they were able to step up, make the plays necessary, and do that. Very, very impressive.
That's going to do it for us as the season marches on. For David Pollack, Jesse Palmer, and Holly Rowe, I'm Reese Davis. This has been a presentation of EA Sports College Football.